Hello there. Are you feeling well lately? The weather is really cold, isn't it? Well, I hope you are feeling well and I hope you are staying healthy because it is really, really cold out there. So just wanted to bring that up because if you're watching this and it's a very hot day, well, I'm very jealous because it's really cold. Like 8 degrees here in Miyagi where we are. So wherever you are, I hope you are in a good situation and enjoying the weather. Thank you very much for checking out our videos. I hear a lot of people were very interested in sweets and food, and many people have been sharing that, and I just saw that video from like many months ago, almost a year ago, and I didn't know my hair color was so strange at the time. But I want to thank you for checking that out. I really appreciate it. So please keep liking and subscribing and checking out all of the good stuff. And those who were very interested in my bag, well, it broke. It is gone. So I had to buy a new bag and it is 3 times as heavy than the last one. So if you're very curious to know about that, well, you can share your ideas in the comments or leave some ideas or something that you want to say about that. But that's not going to be the topic today. I'm not going to be talking about my bag. I want to share something very interesting that many of you may not know. Actually, before I became a teacher, I was actually a reporter. Yes, I was actually a journalist back in the day. And we're talking about 10 years ago. See, back when I was in Canada, I was very interested in the arts, and I used to be a reporter covering the local arts and culture scene where I'm from in Montreal. Like, I covered festivals, music festivals, movie festivals, performance festivals, everything that's related to the arts. And people from like different neighborhoods, different communities who like sharing their creations and all of that. It was a really amazing experience, and that actually opened doors for me to do radio, actually. So I used to be a DJ as well at my local radio station. At my university, we had a small but very amazing radio station where we would play all the music that we would like to play and interview people from different parts of the city, from different communities, and it was really fun. And I actually used to do a lot of radio interviews, radio documentaries, live events, all of those things, and it was amazing. It was one of the best experiences in my time in university, and I'm still friends with a lot of my DJ friends, radio friends. So guess what? If you're curious why I like asking questions, that's where that came from. So yes, I used to be a radio DJ, radio host, and an arts journalist. But why did I bring that all today? Well, I want you to know that if you're figuring out a way to learn English and you're not sure, why don't you try understanding the news in English? Yes, okay, wait, listen. I know it sounds like a bit complicated. Maybe some of you have never seen a newspaper. If not, that's okay. Yes, I know we are in a very digital age and maybe everyone is like scrolling through their smartphones or their tablets on what they say in the news, and that's fine. It is the sign of the times. Some people like to read newspapers, and that's cool too. But did you know that you can actually learn a language, and especially English, by listening or checking out the news? Is that even possible? Well, yes. Okay, I share this from my own personal experience living here in Japan. There are so many things in Japan that I don't know. Okay, but one thing that helped me was trying to read local newspapers, trying to listen and watch the news in Japanese. And then asking my friends, okay, what is going on? What is this thing happening? Oh, what does this mean? And if you can find an English resource about that news item, that actually helps too. But then there's so many things happening. How can I even start? There's so many words I don't understand. Well, okay. Here's a tip. Find something you're very interested in. That's going to be your starting point. For example, if you love video games, there's so many video game titles that are popular here in Japan and overseas as well. Pokemon, Super Mario, Fortnite, Roblox. There's so many. Even Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest. I can keep going on and on and on with these titles. These are titles that are not just popular here in Japan, but also popular overseas. And there are a lot of people overseas who write news articles, who have podcasts, who talk about these things, and even do short videos, even pictures, or even picture posts about their favorite game. Tell me about their favorite game. Could be a very popular anime. For instance, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. No one knew that was going to be as popular as it is now, not just in Japan but overseas as well. All of these you can learn actually online, and one way that you could do that is, here's a tip. Say for example, let's talk about maybe Pokemon. So you go on your web browser, you Google like news about Pokemon in English, and you try to read what is going on, okay? And then maybe there are some words that you probably have seen before. Oh, Pikachu. That's a word that's in English and in Japanese as well. Oh, new game. Yes, I think I heard there's a new game that's going on and everyone is very excited. Yes, you can read news articles and with vocabulary that you may have seen and heard before, and you can use it as your guide. And what you can do with that, try to open another web browser and try to find the same news item in Japanese. And what you can do is when you read the Japanese news articles and when you read the English news articles, you'll see that, oh, there are some connections to it. Oh, I've seen this word before. Oh, Pokeball, Monster Ball, right? New game, release today. 新しいゲーム、新発売。今日から download contents. All of these are words that goes beyond like one language to another, and they share some connections together. And what you could do with that is, if you're really, really interested, you can use online tools. You can use your spreadsheet, find the English word, find the Japanese word, put them together, and then you can make digital flashcards on your device. 2, you can use digital tools like Google Translate and then compare what these two things are. And what's really good about it, it will really help expand your vocabulary and see how something, a hobby, a thing that you're so interested in is presented in another language. Now, what's really nice about that is, why is it really nice to learn about this? And why is it very important? Is, one, you're not learning only with the textbook, but you're taking the skills from the textbook and then bringing it into the real world. I had a conversation with some students very recently about Super Mario, and while I don't know what are the words that are in English from Japanese, I hear words like Kinopio. I've never known about Kinopio, but that is the Japanese name for the character. It looks like a mushroom. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, but because of that, we can find some common connections and then try to share something that we are both interested in. 2, it helps on your research skills. Yes, the internet is a very wide place, and yes, there are so much information to see and find. But if you have a goal to find something that you're interested in, using that skill, using your research skills to find something that you are really interested in and something that you really want to know, these, in both languages, English and Japanese, or any other language actually, that can really help you in leveling up, so to say. Or maybe in Japanese they say seijos. But also, one very important thing is it will really help anyone, and I say anyone, in building critical thinking, and especially with a lot of views and information that are out, and sometimes some may or can't be real, and some may be too good to be true, and some that may be fake, and some that are credible. The internet is a very wide ocean of information, especially these days. And one of the most important skills for anyone, I think, especially in this day and age, is literacy. Not just reading literacy, but also digital literacy. So, one of the great advantages of using news as a way to learn a language is it will help you understand more of finding what is true and what is not, and for you to make that decision on your own, for you to go to the next stage. So I think that's very important. So again, don't forget, it's very important to find your sources and make sure that they are credible. I know this from my experience back in the day. But one thing that I want to share with this, learning English or learning a language through news and information may sound very complicated, but it is possible. And it is a really great way to understand not just how you use the language, but also learn more about the world around you. And it makes it a good chance to find a topic to talk about with your friends or people who are very important to you. Family members, anyone, even your dog or cat. Yes, cats can communicate too. That's a very powerful, just saying. But yes, what I want to share with you is information is power. And to have the right information helps us deciding or helps us choose in what we are interested in, not just beyond the classroom, but in our everyday lives. So that's a very fun tip that I hope you can try out if you're not the study type, but you are really curious about things that are around you. Wow, that was really long. But I hope you find this video very useful and very interesting. I hope you are feeling very well. I hope you are well, and I wish you a great day. Good night. Bye.